This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 8541 Eastwood Road, Los Angeles, California, 90046. Today is February 8th, 2022. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS cleanout located on the left-hand side of the driveway. As you approach the house, just along the wall there on the left-hand side, we have a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout on the floor there, right at the base of the wall. This goes out towards the front of our property. This goes up towards the top of our driveway here, towards the front door. We're going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here. Pull back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just push through. We got a little bit of debris on our camera lens. We're going to pull our camera lens back. Oh, there we go. We're going to go ahead and continue to push out. It does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Does appear to be long lengths of black ABS sewer pipe. These are approximately 20 feet between the joints. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of cobwebs there at the top. Again, continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of a gap there in the joint. It just wasn't properly seated properly, but again, everything still seems to be passing through. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Coming down, we're going to make a little bit of a turn. And we'll pull back just a little bit. It's very difficult to tell at the tip of the turn there. Push in slowly, make a little turn. And we're just going to continue to push out. Just checking to see if there was possibly a clean out there at the top of that turn. But again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. We'll make another turn. I'm going to pause our mic here for a moment. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to run a little bit of water in the house and to help us push out past this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment to get a little bit of water running. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it's just at the bottom of the driveway on the right-hand side. We did identify another mainline sewer cleanout down at the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back from here. Having a little difficult time getting up and over this transition with our mini cam, so we're going to switch cams. So we're just going to go ahead and pull back from here, and we're going to switch our cameras. So again, it does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be possibly vitreous clay, but again, very difficult to tell. The water running, all the black ABS sewer pipe all appear to be in fair condition. We're just unable to get past that transition. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we'll attempt to push through here, possibly reach our city sewer time from this point. Otherwise, we possibly go down to the bottom there, dig up that area, and push out from there. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. We're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And again, what we'll do is we'll just switch cameras. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and switched cameras. We did switch over to our larger camera, and what we're going to do is we're just going to drop back down, zero out here. And again, this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located along the driveway next to the wall, white wall here on the left-hand side of the driveway. This goes towards the front of our property here, and again, this goes towards the street. So again, we're going to zero out here, and we're going to drop down and run back out. So again, we're just going to run back out to our transition and see if we can get past that point with the larger camera. So we're just going to go ahead and push through a little quick. Again, we did view all this area here. On the way out, we make a little bit of a turn. Making another turn. Now we're dropping down. Okay. Now, okay, what we're going to do is, again, we're unable to push out from this point. It made a couple of turns, and with this transition here, it doesn't appear to want to let us get past this point. We're getting hung up on something here. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to just pull back. We are running quite a bit of water in the house just to help us push out, but we're going to pull back. We're going to open up the area there at the bottom of the driveway on the right-hand side. We do have another mainline clean out there, and what we'll do is we'll push through that area. So again, having a difficult time trying to get past this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. So again, we're going to go ahead and pull back from here. And again, you can see that area there is the offset that we're up against. And again, that is at our black ABS to what appears to be vitreous clay transition. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back from here.
Oh, like right there, yeah. So there'll be one minute.
Okay, again, as I mentioned, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. All the black ABS thus far all appeared to be in fair condition. We're making a few turns. No visible signs of any root intrusions or any breaks. Just as we pushed out, we did transition to what appeared to be vitreous clay. And again, we do have a pretty large offset in that transition, so it's making it a little difficult to get past that point. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back from here and relocate ourselves down to the bottom of the driveway. And then from there, we can attempt to push out from there and push all the way to our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back and pull up and out of our clean out. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to the front of the house, and again on the right-hand side of the driveway, right next to the gate, the track to the gate, there is what appears to be a 4-inch cast iron mainline sewer clean out here. And again, this is our 4-inch mainline cast iron mainline clean out here. This goes out towards the front of the house, the street, and this runs up towards the house. And we're going to go ahead and zero out camera monitor here. what we'll do is we'll just drop down, and again, just attempt to get past that transition. We did transition from black ABS sewer pipe to vitreous clay, and as you can see in this area here, we do have some root intrusion. Again, we're just going to continue to push out past this. You can see here quite a bit of root intrusion in this area, fairly large root intrusions. And again, we're just going to continue to push out. And again, it does appear to be multiple large root intrusions in that area. More heavy roots coming in this area here. You can see coming through that joint. You can see penetrated the side of the vitreous clay there. It does appear to have a crack in it, and the roots are penetrating the area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And as we push out, you can see that we do have a fairly large stoppage in this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to push out past this point. And again, we're able to poke a hole in there, get past that point. We make a little bit of a turn. And again, we're just going to continue to push out. The vitreous clay sewer line pipe fittings appear to have quite a bit of root intrusion as we initially push out. A lot of debris. Again, we're going to continue to push out. Again, a little more root intrusion in this area. Again, we're just going to double check. We might even possibly be in our main. So we're going to pause here for a moment. So again, it does appear that we are in our mainline sewer here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pull back. And what we'll do is we'll pull back towards that. We did make a little bit of a turn. And we made that little bit of a turn. That was possibly our tie-in into the city sewer tie-in. Again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, this line would need to be hydrojetted and re-inspected in order to determine the overall condition of the areas where the roots are penetrating. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And we'll pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. So again, we did double check, and it does appear that we are in our mainline sewer. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And this is where we make our turn, and this is where we're dropping down into our city sewer tie-in. So you can see this is our city sewer tie-in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to pull back. And again, as we pull back, you can see that we're in fairly large root intrusion. I was able to poke a hole through this root intrusion in order to let some of this water push through a little bit of the debris. But you can see that this is a lot of toiletry, a lot of roots. Everything's being piled up in this area here. And again, as I pull back, you can see the size of the root intrusion. This root intrusion's been fairly large growth. It's the full diameter of the pipe, which is a 6-inch vitreous clay lateral line. So again, we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went ahead and pulled back. And again, as we pull back, you can see that we do have fairly large root intrusions in this area. And we pull back, and as you can see, we do have more root intrusions. Vitreous clay is heavily root intruded, and it's very, very hard to determine the overall condition of the vitreous clay. But you can see as there, right around the 1 o'clock area, you can see a root coming in there, and that is penetrating the side of the vitreous clay and not coming in through a joint. So that's a good indication that there is a crack in that area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, you see more root intrusion coming in this area here. So again, we just continue to pull back. And again, more root intrusion in this area. So again, the vitreous clay would need to be hydrojetted and re-inspected in order to determine the overall condition of the vitreous clay. So we transition back into what appears to be cast iron, 4-inch cast iron clean out. And we're just pulling up our riser here. And we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, that will conclude our video sewer inspection.